Hello everyone, welcome to Trio Planet, the YouTube channel where we talk all things media. And today is the day we've been waiting for about 2 years. It is chapter 17 of The Mandalorian, The Apostate. I'm joined with Jordan as usual.
Hey everybody, how's everybody doing?
And, does it not feel so nice, Jordan?
Well, guess what?
What?
This is the way.
This is the way. Does it not feel so nice to be back?
It feels so good.
To be
back
watching.
Back to being like Mandalorian was the show that had me and Will start watching shows together, and then led to us reviewing shows. So thanks to Mandalorian, this series of us reviewing and me and Will watching shows. So thank you to Mandalorian.
Yes, thank you, Jon Favreau and Dave Filoni. It's so good. It's so much better when you get to watch a new season of this show. It's always so amazing. They've got some of the best acting, despite the fact that Pedro literally never see his face.
That's
some
the thing.
Of the best acting.
It's the art of wearing a mask. Like I've said, if Pedro Pascal can do it, then I don't see what's stopping any other actor doing it. But it's because they want screen time, and Pedro Pascal's like, fuck that.
I want to be in Star Wars.
I want to be in Star Wars. I don't give a shit. Put a helmet on my face. Keep it on me. I don't care.
Yeah, we'll throw a title card somewhere in that intro.
Yeah.
Chapter 17, The Apostate. We might throw it there, who knows. Opens with a quick recap of like the past 2 seasons' events. We get to see the armorer again. She's making a helmet. She walks out, there's a bunch of Mandalorians gathered, there's a kid in water. I was sat there, I was like, oh look, we're getting a flashback of Din becoming a Mandalorian. 5 minutes later, after a dinosaur, turtle, crocodile thing begins attacking them, we find out it isn't Din. Din kills it in his new starfighter. It's a really cool ship, as we learn in the latter part of the episode. Din speaks with the armorer and he's like, is this not Mandalorian? He gives her like a crystallized epitaph of something. And she's like, it just proves that the planet was crystallized by the Empire. And he's just like, yeah, but a traveler got this from the Mandalorian surface, so it might not be poisonous. He leaves to Grief Karga. We're going to see Navarro. It's thriving. Surprisingly, it's now the trade anchor of the Outer Rim, or one of the trade anchors of the Outer Rim. Mando and Grief have a little discussion. Grogu's spinning himself around on a chair, being adorable as always. Grief tries to offer Mando land and gentry. Mando's like, nah, I gotta go become Mandalorian again. Droid busts in, is like, Grief, there's pirates. They go deal with the pirates. The pirates are trying to get into a school. A bit dodgy, if you ask me. Got to remember, education doesn't exist in Star Wars, so I don't know why they're in a school. But yeah, Grief disarms one of the pirate
Guys,
leader.
I just want to warn you. He's gonna make a joke about that in any Star Wars stuff we review. So you might want to
enjoy the next 8 weeks.
You might want to brace yourselves.
Mando guns down 4 bad guys in like 2 seconds. Last bad guy leaves because Grief's like, get out of here. Mando's then offered Marshal of Navarro, and I was a bit like, whoa, step up. But he's like, nah, gotta go to Mandalore. So they leave the planet. Lo and behold, pirates tried to kill Din. Din's starfighter puts in some work. It is so fast. It moves so quickly. He manages to take out 4 out of the 5 attackers.
Both of them do it. I think they both take out 2. Maybe, I don't know. I think it were both of them.
It's only Mando fighting them.
No, the other guy.
Who?
I swear
No.
I swear he gets
I'm on
his
about
gun
the
out.
space battle.
Oh, right, I thought you were on about the thing.
See, you don't pay attention to any of these breakdowns.
Yeah, there's 6 altogether.
Yeah, he takes down 5 of them then, and one of them gets away to the big capital ship of what I'm presuming is the new Big Bat. Some sort of pirate captain, can't remember his name. He looks like Swamp Thing. I didn't realise Swamp Thing had got a role in Star Wars, but good
I didn't
for
know
him.
Swamp Thing spoke with a very weird accent.
Mando uses his NOS boost. He's like in a racing game. He hits the button and he blasts off. He goes to a planet in the Mandalorian system and goes to a Mandalorian castle, which looks epic. And he meets Bo-Katan Kryze. And let's just say, not a very fruitful discussion.
No, not really.
Mando's like, "Where are your forces?" She's like, "They left."
They left
He's like,
because she
"Why?"
didn't have the Darksaber.
She's like, "When I returned without the Darksaber, they went and became mercenaries." She's like, "Do you still have it?" And Din's like, "Yeah." And she's like, "Good, maybe you should go and lead them, wave that thing around." And he's just like, "Nah, not into that." She then tells him, like, the Children of the Watch were dicks and they left the Mandalorians and basically fractured their people.
Well, we know that from the trailer he does end up leading a gang of Mandos, of other Mandalorians, so we do know he seems to be becoming a leader at least.
Then she talks about superstition regarding the mines of Mandalore, and Din's like, "I thought you didn't believe in superstition," and she's just like, "I'm just trying to tell you, bro." And then Din walks off and is like, "I will return, and I will tell you if the planet is poisonous or not." And she's like, "Goodbye, Din Djarin," and episode ends. I'm very sad.
So I'm just looking at a tweet here. Someone's tweeted Parenting 101 with Din Djarin Lesson 1, and it's the clip of
Pirates.
it's the clip of him throwing Grogu at the guy, and the guy catches him. But yeah,
that is the
that's the breakdown.
That's the breakdown. It was a very short episode. It was 38.
Yeah, we were thinking it was going to be longer, but no.
Taking into account credits taking into account the credits and the opening recap, it was probably about 25 minutes.
Yeah, it was definitely
on the shorter end.
On the shorter end of things, but
it was still good. Still very good.
Still very, very.
I've got rose-tinted goggles on, man. I can't see the Mandalorian and not think it's amazing. So, I don't know what to say because there wasn't that much realistically that happened. We sort of got reintroduced to a bunch of characters. They set up the storyline for the season. They got a few cute shots of Grogu doing some cute stuff, and roll title cards or roll credits. That was the episode. And you know what? I'm not complaining. I would happily watch an hour episode of Grogu spinning around on the chair. Happily.
Yeah, that was the funniest part about it. Is just seeing Grogu flying across. I mean, spinning himself around the chair.
What do you think about it, John?
I thought it was good. It was cool to be back in the world of Mandalorian because we've been away for so long. I don't know, it felt like it felt like when you start watching it, it felt like when you start watching a new season of a show, you always feel as if that you've not missed anything, that as soon as you come back to it, it's like, yeah, I'm back. we're continuing, and that's really how it felt. It felt great to be back in this world, to be back in this whole universe, and I'm very excited to see where it goes. 8 episodes, even though we all thought.
I mean, I knew it was 8 episodes.
Yeah. So it felt like it definitely held up. It was definitely something that I don't know. It's hard to put in words.
I feel like this episode will be the weekend.
Yeah, probably. There weren't much action.
This episode was them going, "Hey, guess what? This is the story. We're going to set everything up now so that we can just keep payoff after payoff." I know that Jon Favreau has written every single episode of this season.
Yeah, so it's not different directors like it is for past seasons.
There are different directors, but I believe it's episode 3, 5, and 8 that have got different directors. The rest are directed by Jon Favreau, I believe.
Yeah. He's the guy behind it all, and it's funny as well because he likes to be in it. So he plays a Vizsla, part of the Vizsla family. And by the way, on that note, currently, season 3 of Mando so far is 100% on Rotten Tomatoes. With 12 reviews at the moment. It has a 92% audience score though, so it's still high. So we'll see how that rating goes when all the episodes are coming out.
I'm going to say Rotten Tomatoes will be based upon all of the episodes, whereas IMDb you get like the individual.
Yeah. Well, actually, you do get an episode list on here, but at the minute they only have all 5. They only have 5 on Rotten Tomatoes. I looked on IMDb; they haven't even got much.
I mean, overall for like just The Mandalorian, the audience score is 92%, which is fairly high to say it's got 2 seasons.
Yeah.
So I expect good things of it. IMDb, I believe it's sat at an 8.2.
Something for you guys as well. These Mando episodes will actually be going up before our Bad Batch episodes. Since Bad Batch has been, coming out. So these are going up on the same day. So Mandalorian will be first. So if you would like, what we can do is when we watch episodes of Bad Batch, we can talk about Mandalorian and be like, which Star Wars show we enjoy more, type of segment.
Okay, John, we can do that. It's The Mandalorian. I am enjoying The Mandalorian more. Thank you. I'm glad that we could clear that up. It's The Mandalorian.
Yeah, I know.
Bad Batch haven't done anything so far.
Yeah, I mean, we'll just look at the episode of Mando versus the episode of Bad Batch we've watched that day and see. Well,
what would you rate it?
What would I rate the episode? For a first episode, I'm gonna give this a 7.
Okay.
Not much happened. Nothing much happened. I wish it was a bit longer, but it's still a good episode. If I was going to be higher, it's between a 7 and 8, really, for me. Obviously, as the show more episodes come out, there'll definitely be higher episode numbers, but that's really what I'm going to give it for season 1, episode 1. I mean, season 3, episode 1.
Yeah.
Go
Yeah.
get
What?
some piece of paper down.
No, wait, I'm busy.
No, just throw it away.
Yeah, I'm gonna give it between a 7 and 8. But yeah, what about you? Thoughts, rating?
I think that it's very, very difficult to judge this based off of how good last season was. Because last season was peak Star Wars. Last season was 10 out of 10 best Star Wars ever made. This season is going to struggle, I think, because this season's got to tell a very different kind of story, more focused on Mandalorian culture than haha bad guy go Burr. To that end, I think this episode was extremely good for what it was trying to do. So I am going to give it a 7.75 out of 10.
Alright then.
Very accurate score, I think.
That was very accurate, yeah.
But I do believe that is everything regarding Mandalorian Season 3 and the future of reviews.
Yeah, that's about everything.
We'll put this outro into action. I do hope everyone did enjoy this review, this Mandalorian review. I hope everyone's just as excited as we are for the return of this beloved character. If you did enjoy, make sure to like, comment, subscribe, do all that bullshit that YouTubers ask you to do. I have been one of your hosts. I almost said Jordan then. No, I have been one of your hosts, Azteral.
I've been your host, Slasher.
And we will see you in the next review. This is the way.
This is the way.
We forget 1,000 things every day, pal. Make sure this is one of them. It's over, Anakin!